Can India match Chinese success? India is growing at fast at 6 to 8%, which sounds amazing until you realize it's like running a marathon while dragging bureaucracy, politics, and infrastructure behind you. Meanwhile, China shows up with the matching uniforms, perfect coordination, and a head start. India says we'll get there, and eventually, and China replies, we already built a bullet train to finish the line. So, yes, the same race, very different track conditions. What is China's advantage? Imagine a group project where 90% of people actually agree on pizza toppings. That's what China with Han Chinese population. When the president gives a speech, he doesn't need a frantic team of 50 translators behind him. He speaks 1.5, 1.2 billion people node, and the policy move faster than a TikTok trend. It's one language, one playbook. It's the ultimate copy paste for national policy. Now let's look at India. If China is a synchronized swimming team, India is a flash mob where everyone showed up with different music. We are talking about 1.4 billion people and over 320 dialects. In India, Lost in Translation isn't a movie, it's a daily government meeting. With 30 to 40 different ethnic groups, you can just roll out a policy, you have to negotiate it, translate it, and then hope someone in a different state doesn't think you're accidentally insulting their grandmother. On the plus side, India is basically world's largest cultural buffet. We got a rich tapestry, multiple perspectives, and enough festivals to ensure no one ever actually has to work a full 5 day week. This is a democratic resilience. It's like a giant family dinner where everyone is shouting, but somehow the house is still standing. We stay together not because we are the same, but because we have mastered the act of disagreeing over tea. But here's a headache. You can't wear a parka in Tamil Nadu because it's snowing in Tamil Himalayas. No one size fits all the policies or one size fit all policy in India fits absolutely nobody. What works for a farmer in Punjab might be a total disaster for IT professional in Bangalore. It's like trying to pick a Netflix movie with 1.4 billion people holding the remote. In China, they decide and do. In India, we decide, we debate, we protest, we file a court case, we have another tea, then maybe we do. It's a slow, it's messy, but hey, at least it is never boring. Why Bombay can't become Shanghai? Everyone asks this question, why can't Mumbai just look like Shanghai? Well, for starters, Mumbai has a cash flow problem. Imagine you are the top earner in your house, but your older brother, let's call him the Maharashtra, takes your entire paycheck the moment you walk through the door. Mumbai generates the wealth, but the state government holds the wallet. It's hard to build skyscrapers when you are on a strict allowance. So where does that money go? It goes to the farm board. In a democracy. 100 farmers in rural Maharashtra might have a more voting power than somebody living in a South Bombay penthouse. So state government is looking at Mumbai's tax money and thinks we could bring a futuristic bridge, or we could give subsidies to millions of farmers who actually vote for us next year. Guess which one wins every time? You might say just change the law. Well, the Indian constitution is like a high security vault. To change how revenue is shared, you need two-thirds majority in parliament, plus the agreement of the states. Getting that many Indian politicians to agree on one thing is harder than getting a Mumbai local train to be empty during rush hour. It's legally designed to stay exactly the way it is. It's not a lack of vision, it's just the math of democracy. Shanghai is built by decree and Mumbai is built by consensus. And in India, consensus usually takes about 30 years and a lot of tea. Now, China's formula is Beijing says, here is the big plan. Local officials say, cool, we will make it work somehow. It's like giving everyone the same recipe, but letting each city add its own spices. Innovation is allowed as long as it doesn't surprise the central government too much. Think of it as color inside the lines, but feel free to shade creatively. India's reality is way extreme. Meanwhile, in India, every idea must climb Mount bureaucracy barefoot. You need approvals for approvals, and sometimes is approvals for those approvals. Political parties argue so much that even the paperwork gets confused. Corruption doesn't stop the process, it just slows down it to a polite crawl. States want to innovate, but it's like trying to run a marathon while tied to a chair. Large scale reform, sure, if you have 20 years, infinite patience, and spiritual calling, it may happen. China is like a well-coordinated flash mob. Everyone knows the dance moves, and government sets the big picture. Local leaders fine-tune it, and boom, execution at lightning speed. Meanwhile, India is more like a giant family wedding. Amazing energy, lots of opinions, and eventually things get done, just not always fast. As Lee Kuan said, India's diversity and bureaucracy makes matching China's speed about as likely as hosting a one song karaoke night.